Hello friends, we're here with another episode of our Swiss Family Rizbinson Rimworld playthrough. Our Toxic Fallout event continues, heading now into its 5th or so day. I realized really foolishly at the end of the last episode I had not been planting rice, and so I'm perhaps exacerbating the starvation we're all about to go through. Now there is still potatoes. Wait, I didn't see these. This is great. Okay. We're going to barely survive this thing based exclusively on the presence of this potato plant right here. Or that's the current hope, at least. So I'm going to send additional people outside to work outside of the enclosed area just to get these berry bushes hauled in. Now, of our growers, the second best is Mole. So, Mole, you got to go outside, my friend. Freedom for you. Let's go cut some berry bushes. Now, I think there are like 3 or 4 more bushes we found. Not very many at all. But each one will give us about a half meal, I believe, and that will be enough to get us food until perhaps tomorrow. Now, Jack is going to force feed an insect-laden meal into Liz's stomach. That sounds pretty unfortunate. Sorry, Liz, you don't want this at all. Also, our hospital's awful quality. Probably start tinting around a little bit in here. Make it look a little bit nicer eventually. We'll see, we'll see. Will, how unwell are you? Alright, minor toxic buildup. I'm gonna let him stay out there still work for a while longer. Only five potatoes off that early harvest there. Hoping for more. We have 1 meal left. Okay, so make sure Mole got the berries here. He did not haul them in. Did he just eat them himself? I guess I'm okay with that. It made him somewhat full for a little bit. Send him over to the other berry bush here. He'll probably eat these berries right away, but at least kept him somewhat fed for a bit. I think tomorrow we start eating the dogs. Hate to say it, I think that's what happens. Now, his rice, I think, takes 3 days to grow fully. I think a day and a half or so, we can probably harvest it early. I guess a little bit more rice. Alright, so Will, I'm gonna have you go cut the heel root now, and then haul on in the potatoes and the rice. Your health is still initial, it's fine. Mole, off to harvest our berry bush. Let's see, only minor toxic buildup, fine. You go ahead and consume, actually not consuming yet. Better yet, haul those in please. I don't want to haul the silver in, it's probably more valuable in some sense. But in this case, we can't eat silver, we can eat berries, so let's hauled instead. Now, there's 1 more berry bush I remember up this way, I think. All the way, oh, maybe not. Possibly I've forgotten where the berry bushes are. We can have someone help us find it, maybe. I think we already went across the entire map with the harvest tool, and so there's just not really much else left, unfortunately. But looks like 1 more meal, which will have... Oh no, can't have the dog eating that. Okay, how do I stop the dog from eating that? If I order Estrada to eat it, that stops Juno from doing so. Imagine Estrada yelling from across the room, "You eat that, I'm gonna eat you!" So we just need to go ahead then and have someone else do the cooking. Now I know Meemaw is able to cook, as is Liz. They're both a little unwell right now. We'll have Meemaw totter on over to take care of food making. That really is just 1 last meal. Our final meal is created. Okay, I'm not gonna eat the dogs yet. We can't eat the dogs yet. And all kind of idle in here. I guess we can keep looking around for berry bushes, but I'm fairly sure they'd pop out. Like, we'd see them clearly if they remained. Just not any. So, what should we do? At least we're going to finish the geothermal power pretty soon. Probably hydroponics would be a good idea next, to help us get some rice going. Hey, it's a heat wave too! An unusual heat wave has begun. Heat waves can kill quickly if people start getting the heat stroke. Stay cool by building a cooler or getting deep under a mountain. So not only is it summer, it is now becoming the hot part of summer. We don't have any coolers anywhere. We could throw onto some of the bedrooms, I guess. Our people are wearing parkas, which I think actually parkas do not leave people being overheated. Perhaps surprisingly. For me, it's definitely surprising in that case. This potato is nearly ready for early harvest. It's ridiculous worrying about just 1 potato at a time. Alright, this one's ready for early harvest now. Get to it. Maybe the early harvesting is a mistake, in that we'll get more if we leave it in place. That's 1 more completed meal, though. So Franz, Can't get that. All right, Will, how sick are you? Still minor, good. Haul that in. Mole is making traps. Now, I believe Mole is higher on plant cutting than he is on construction. This is actually not true. No, he's definitely job 1 construction, so he's not going to be doing plant cutting quite yet. Let's go and set him up to do that, though, just see if he tries to find a berry bush somewhere, if there really are none remaining. So we'll drop this, both job 2 briefly. I'll finish that construction, and then, do you find plants cut? You do! There's a berry bush. I knew there was one. Up this way, too. Fantastic. So far away, very edge of the map. It's a long, long walk for one tiny bit of food. He's ravenously hungry, so I guess this is worth doing. Harvest botched! You fool! You're only a 4 in growing. Some familiarity. Maybe you thought the way you pluck berries is to mash them with your feet. You heard about making wine, got confused. Oh, it's a shame. Okay, well, get locked inside, and so much depends on this rice growing. So 15% is the top of it right now. I suspect that if we start killing the dogs, we'll immediately end the toxic fallout. It's a matter of having to sacrifice our beasts for the greater glory of the base. Here we got is still marching about. Serious toxic buildup. I think I was gonna kill it so it stops confusing me. Go ahead and give it a shot. See if it revenges against us. I do think it dies though, because immediately becomes rotten, I think. There's probably some way we could like force it to go inside. If we try to tame it, for instance, we could force it inside. We have nothing to feed it though to keep it alive, other than our dandelions. Why aren't we eating dandelions? I think humans eat dandelions. They're not super tasty. They're kind of bitter, but better bitter than dead. Ernest, you're a good shot, my friend. Okay, yeah, again, it rots immediately at being at that level of toxic buildup. Potentially we could have killed some other wildlife earlier, but that didn't quite work out. So, it is the day. Today is the day we go and kill one of our dogs. Ambrosia is not anywhere near to give us food, unfortunately. The rice is still a couple days away. Just a matter of starvation for us all. We can check for berries again, I guess. Let's go ahead and harvest tool across the entire map, marking absolutely anything to harvest. We had a bit of medicine down there. We can get hay, but humans can't eat hay, unfortunately. I've heard this tale that hay is for horses, not for humans, so no hay for us. Yeah, there's just nothing left to eat, unfortunately. So at this point, we start wondering, what can people eat? I think people can chew on leather. It at least simulates consumption. Some of this medicine must be edible. At least it'll feel pretty good going down. Alright, so as we run through our people, we see no one's actually starving yet. They're in the direction of ravenously hungry. They're also quite hot. So no one's being forced wearing current clothes, right? We have no one forced wearing clothes other than Fritz and Mole. We can clear force on both of them. If they want to start taking clothes off, they can do so. Oops, people not sleeping in their proper bedrooms. Right, we change things around to give people medical beds. For now, though, Grandma, go back here. This one belongs to Franz, I believe. He's already on the way there himself. No, he's actually not. Franz, that belongs to you, too. I think everyone in the bedroom once more. Starvation has begun. 3 starving characters. How much meat does one get from a little yappy puppy dog? Meat amount expected is 30. 3 meals worth. Now, is Turk bonded to someone? He is. He's bonded to Jack. Jack, it's for the good of the base. You're ravenously hungry. So we're going to lose a +5 mood modifier on Jack here. But better that than being ravenously hungry. How much meat off our other dog? Expected meat is 68. So it's enough meals to feed our entire team once with both of these. To whom is Juno bonded? To Will. Papa Will here. Luckily, he has his wife here, so he's getting the Got Some Lovin' perk, and from sleeping with her, it makes him happy. But he's be bummed about this also. Well, it is time. I've loved having the dogs. Feels genuinely awful. We're gonna make Will do it, I think. He is the father of the base. We sent Franz out there. Franz, the littlest boy. Little 8-year-old Franz, wherever he was. A wimp with an annoying voice. It's time for you to grow up. Okay, we'll have Daddy Will come over and supervise the job underway here. This is the way life is, boy. Things must die so that you may live. Alright, let's go ahead and harvest down Turk. Harvest down Juno. Will's pretty cranky about that. He knows his boy had to do it, but didn't like that at all, understandably. Liz should be on the way to immediately butcher both of those, please and thanks. Hopefully we get decent butchering despite her being bad at manipulation right now. I actually don't know if lower manipulation lowers how much meat you get. The expected meat here is 30, so if it's close to 30, you'll be fine. If she's much below 30, then we got problems. She had 20. That's only 2/3 we want, so that's no good. Is anyone else a better cook or an equally good cook? Meemaw is. The Meemaw is also in pretty bad shape right now. Only weakened in terms of manipulation, though, instead of the poor. So we'll have her butcher instead. Liz get cooking. Meemaw, come on down. We got 2 meals there. Don't let anyone eat the raw meat. That's my precious raw meat. Franz, no. Liz gets back to cooking again. I love that Liz made herself a meal. Not even waiting for the children to get a taste first. Alright, no raw meat for any of you. That's my precious goodness. No. I always enjoy this kind of dance. This kind of, who dares touch my raw meat game. Stop it. Stop it, all of you. Alright, so Liz is eating this time. No good, no good. Jack's got some food. I don't know where you got that from, my friend. Liz back to cooking again. We have 3 more meals to cook. We have 5 people who are currently waiting a meal. We're going to feed the people who are in the family first. So, are you actually hungry, Franz? You have malnutrition. Yep, consume that. And then Fritz and Ernest get to eat, and Estrada and Mole get nothing. Wow, some tribalistic nonsense right here, right now is what you're seeing. Alright, Fritz, eat up, yum yum. I guess Estrada and Mole get to eat the last leftover bits of Labrador Retriever meat. Which doesn't feel great at all. Where did the dogs go? What happened to the dogs? There we go. That's all the food for right now. Now, the rice will be ready in, I think, a day or 2. We have 1 potato plant here. Actually, this potato plant will give us only 5 or so potatoes we harvest right now, I believe. So we probably want to leave it till it grows to full. We don't have any backup meat at all. Mole is starving. He's the only one to get any food before. Also, my mortar's not fully loaded, nor do we have any shells left to start loading. I'm not sure what it is. Hey, a war merchant! I doubt you have any food to sell me. If I can buy the animals and slaughter them, though, I will do so. Let's run Spouts right away to say hi. Best social, again, is geothermal power. So it's not the case that geothermal power is best social, but it finally happened. Mission accomplished there. If only that would feed us. Now, I realize, of course, rather foolishly, I didn't change my research over to hydroponics. I should have done that. It's so fast to do by comparison. Go ahead and knock it out, hopefully. And we'll see. Classic Fallout up to 6 days. Heat wave, nearly 1 full day done. All a little rough for the team right here. All a little bit rough. Okay, so best warden is... Fritz is pretty good, so Fritz will say hi to the traders. Again, I will buy anything we can eat here. Pemmican, panthers. I expected to sell this panther and this cobra also. I'm sure I saw a cobra somewhere. Danger Noodle, where are you? And we'll haul him on in and eat him straight away. Hopefully with money for it. No wildlife remains. Yikes. We'll ensure that Mole gets to eat first, I promise. Alright, Will is still outside. How unwell are you now? Only minor. Little heat stroke, though. Yeah, heat stroke's no good. Gotta get some proper AC units inside. Alright, for now we're going to make Will hide indoors. Go back to that safety zone, please. Is everyone in safety zone? Everyone but Jack. You go safety also. Alright, give me a beautiful, beautiful panther. Panthers are 571 money. We can afford one panther. How much meat do you give? 126. There's an absolute feast. The cobra, by comparison, gives only 27 meat. I mean, for the bang for the buck, I don't know how to pull out a calculator, but I think the cobra actually gives more meat per money. I think I want to buy one panther and one cobra both. Oh, the pemmican also. Okay, ideally I want to buy all those things and the other panther too. I don't think I'll afford them all though. I'm going to mark basically everything to sell right now. I don't see any reason to hold on any of these things. We're going to starve. Chain shotguns, no. Sell all the clothes also. Feels truly ridiculous. Actually, factually, if we sell everything they want to buy, we can afford 291 pemmican, a cobra, and a panther. I think that's pretty good. That'll keep us going a little while longer. Our dogs are still dead, but we got food and such. Alright, so first things first, Fritz, you're going to be running free. Haul in some pemmican. No place to store pemmican. Wait, really? I thought maybe our meal zone does not have pemmican inside of it. That's correct. Okay. With that now, Fritz, go ahead and haul in some pemmican. Neat. And then our new animals, the Crescent the Cobra and Unnamed Meal the Panther. I'll go ahead and haul them into inside zone, and then we'll be slaughtering them before they can bond with anybody. Feeling pretty good. More pemmican out there. We'll go ahead and have the Jack be nimble. Jack be nimble indeed. How did I not call that before? You go free also, and also haul in more pemmican. Good, good, good. I think we kill our new animals almost immediately. Yeah, afraid to say. Hate to say it, but it's how it's gonna go. So you and the cobra also get to die. Mole is still starving. We'll get Mole the very first meal here, I promise. So friend Franz is going to slaughter these animals. Hopefully the panther does not know what's happening. Hopefully we can deal with that panther before it realizes that, in fact, the battle between young Franz and the panther would probably win, I'd suspect. Happily, it stays still. Good kitty. Who's a good kitty? Yes, you are. How much pemmican can you haul in at once? Less than a full stack. Only 61 or so. There's probably 3 more hauling jobs remaining there. Let's have Mole getting some pemmican. All right. Our one starving person is eating some food. He's eating only 20 of it. 20 pemmicans a meal. Fine. Fine, fine. And then where's our cobra? Also, Liz, are you in better shape yet? Are you mostly healed up? Still at poor manipulation, where Meemaw is at. It's only weakened now. So Meemaw, let's get chopping up that panther, please. Gotta make sure again that we do not let people eat our raw panther meat. It'd be absolutely awful. Franz got that Crescent the Cobra down. Mole, you're gonna go haul for me. Actually, he is malnourished. Do you eat any food? Actually, you're full on food. Cool. So go grab the remaining pemmican. There we go. Pull that in. And Ernest, you are the slowpoke. Yeah, you're not gonna go haul anything for me. Jack instead gets pemmican too, and that should be basically all the hauling for now, I think. Alright, the awkward dance of food. Got some nice stacks there. Meemaw, when you're done butchering that, please get cooking. Is Liz coming to cook? Going to haul. Might better to have Liz cook. Be slow, unfortunately. Everyone's a little slow right now, but have Meemaw cook for a while. How are your luxuriantly comfortable? I'm resting on a cloud of heaven. That's probably not about the chair. That's probably about the masterwork bed she's using over there. Very, very comfortable. Meals are happening. No eating raw food. No eating raw food. No one's eating raw food. Fantastic. Alright, so we're good on meals for 2 days now, I think. A day and a half or so. Not particularly long. Check the pemmican pile. Is it all hauled in? It's not all hauled in. So, Jack, can you haul one more time, or your health getting a little bad? Not so bad. I feel like we're getting relatively lucky on the heat wave. That no one's collapsed yet. Now, at any moment here, everyone might start collapsing. It's only 52 degrees Celsius outside. As dumb American, I'm not quite sure how hot that is. I expect it's fairly hot, though. But running through everyone, Minor heat stroke's the worst of it on friend Jack here. He'll be okay. I think, I mean, as long as people can go inside of the freezer, it'll be fine. It's only 33°C inside. That's warmer than room temperature. And our tribe people are leaving the map because they're too hot. Or they're leaving with all this precious meat in muffalo form. Ugh, what a situation. Okay, so people are getting too hot now. Probably either make more coolers or force people to go into the bedroom to help out. Or not bedroom, but the freezer to help out, rather. Mima, if you want to stop cooking, you can. She's still working on it, you absolute hero. Alright, so are they smart enough to know to go into the freezer to avoid dying of heat stroke? I suspect they're smart enough for that. So Will went to the freezer briefly. Are you going to stand and eat there just to warm up? So he could use a table. He's choosing not to for sake of lowering the heat stroke, I think. So how quickly does it lower? It's staying at 27%. I actually don't know under what conditions a heat stroke lowers. Well, we can go ahead and make our generator out here, involving out of the scary place again. Let's go and do that. So power setup, geothermal power right there. Connect that to the main power grid. Once that's attached, we'll have just power overwhelming happening. We'll go and run along the outside wall, I guess, and then up this way. We'll make that look nicer eventually. For now, it's a-okay good, I think. And we're not starving today. A little bit of pemmican. Hopefully we're not dying of heat stroke either. Maybe. A little sweaty, a little something with heat. Not so good. But things seem stabler than they have in a while. Are my crops dying from heat? Don't you dare. Don't you dare. We'll see. Alright, we'll see what happens, friends. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again real soon.